swerve back, cause I'm in the black bag. New diamonds on me, flash, this ain't Snapchat, cause I been getting paid. Yellow diamonds on me look like lemonade. Got my baby mama that new Bentayga, tryna get it.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, and there's a big hit right away as he's knocked down hard on the opening kickoff. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
7 yards there and a first down. The Lions at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 28 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
2nd down and 4.
Brings us 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's McCarthy. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Gone. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, but it could have gone for more.
And he's got room. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To the air with McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
On play action, McCarthy.
He'll buy some time right.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion.
Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy.
This is caught. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun, here's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And some room to maneuver.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Lions have retaken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Flushed out right. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And some room to work.
Still on his feet.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And it's caught. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
And McCarthy going to sneak it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
J.J. McCarthy scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for two.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
Flush to his right. But he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Goff. Got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Play action. It's Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's got this down to the 35. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play.
Now 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Goff. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
On third down, here's Gibbs.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. At 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Here's McCarthy.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
To the air with McCarthy.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
Now it's gone.
St. Brown on the catch.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here's second down.
Goff now to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Goff. got this to Williams, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And remember now, a field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Minnesota, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.